two, three. Hello, 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 hello. We good? We good? Testing mic one, two, three. We good? We good?
All right, well, welcome to the RAA 7th grade CO2 car races. We're doing a new thing for me, a live stream of the races. So, cameras and things to help. Basically, what we're going to do is, after we do this, we'll try to edit it into a video that we can share, and you'll be able to watch it even later, too. So, this is Lucas Mamier. Lucas will be, interviewing you guys. He'll be kind of talking while I'm loading cars. We also have the App Tech class. They're going to be helping. So if you guys can jump down and come and help us, they're going to help me load cartridges and things. So here we go.
Very cool. So this is going to be an exciting day.
Yeah. So you said you have your job today is to try to calculate. If you have a cell phone, you can use the stopwatch on there. The time that your car takes from the start to the finish. Okay, and then if you enter that in, you can calculate the miles per hour. Okay, so try that. And on your boxes, I've weighed each of your cars. There's a little pink number that shows you how heavy your car is. Some of them are within like a gram of each other. So the first races are going to be pretty crazy. They're going to be really close. Okay, when we get into the second round, it's possible the races won't be as close. But this is kind of like a double elimination, so you can lose 2 times before you're out. Then we'll just keep going as cars win. They sort of stay on one side, and then as they lose, have some of those cars race again. So. All right, so.
Okay, cool. So audio's good? Cool. Does anyone have any kind of predictions that they'd like to put on record for who's going to win? Or wait, who are we saying? Who are we saying? JC, okay. JC, you put a lot of time into your car? You want to come over here and talk with me? So JC, you seem to be the fan favorite to win today. And do you put a lot of time into your car? You want to tell us a little bit about your car?
I guess I did, yeah. I brought it home a bunch of times, sanded it, got some sandpaper, and just sanded it a lot.
Very cool. Very cool. You were working on getting that weight as low as possible. Very nice. Cool. Well, thank you. I don't know. Yeah, we're ready. So we should have our first race coming up here in a moment. Pretty exciting. It should be pretty close. Yeah. This is our first year doing this here at RA. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. This Coach, who are our first contestants? Darren and so All right, our first two contestants are Jaren and Juliana. Coach, is there anything special to note about these cars? All right, Coach is telling us that Jaren's car is a little bit more aerodynamic, but the other car might be a little bit lighter. So we'll see. At this point, we're just waiting for the cars to get loaded on the racetrack. There are some strings that run all along the track that keep the cars going where they need to be, and the coach is just making sure that they're hooked up to that so that they don't just shoot off going in any which direction. All right, racing up. Who won? Who's our winner? Do you know? Hi. You want to have a guest appearance on the live stream right here? Hey, we got a alumni racer right here, handed to JoJo. Yeah. Your racing days are behind you, or you? Yeah. All right.
Behind me.
Very
My
cool.
car like lost 2 times. It was whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So, Coach, who won that one? So, first race here was won by Juliana, and she had the lighter car. All right. Um, Huey. All right, I have Benson. Benson, you want to tell us a little bit about your car and what you expect to see here?
Uh, for me, I started making a different car, but then I had to transition later on because I realized that this car wouldn't work. So I made kind of a car. I made it more for style.
Okay.
It has it looks like a cat. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it's the cat car.
Very, very cool. And you you're expecting to just stylistics for this. I'm very cool. Very cool.
Yes.
Well, thanks so much. Yeah, that's my car. All right, race number. Okay. Cat car versus melting ice cream cone. coming up here in a second. I know the camera can't see this, but Benson actually put on some cat ears. He's ready to encourage his car all the way to the finish line. Two, one. Hey, that was a close race, and it looks like Benson won with his cat car. Looks like stylistics might actually help out with some speed. Mr. Cherry, you want to talk? Mr. Cherry's been a little bit. He doesn't want to talk to the folks at home watching. Okay. All right. So they're just setting up we're just setting up our next race here. Coach Wilbur, who do we have racing next? We have the Supersonic Pencil versus. 1 second here. We're waiting for the name of the second car. Supersonic Pencil versus. Trying to come up with a name at the moment. Oh, okay. We're hearing the second car's name is the Watermark Master. So we have the Supersonic Pencil versus the Watermark Master. So we have the two heaviest cars in the class racing at the moment. It should be an interesting race. And it should be a close one at that. All right. So we have 103 grams for the Watermark Master, and I think it was just under 100 grams for the Supersonic Pencil, I believe. I will say I think this is one of the most competitive events that we've had here at RAA. It seems like every year the cars just keep getting better and better. And the cool thing is that each class has the chance to look at the cars that the glass class had made, and then they can make adjustments and try and better themselves to make better cars. So it's pretty cool. And so at some point we're going to have really fast cars. We already do, but it seems like every year they just keep getting better and better. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get over here. I don't know. Hey, Huey. Oh, no. Come here. Huey. All right. I got my main man Gerald here with me. Gerald's he's a racer, but he's kind of past his prime, would you say?
What the heck? No.
But Gerald, do you want to tell us a little bit about your experience here in AbTech? Well, it's been a couple of years, and what were your racing days like?
Mine didn't make it past like, I think 2 races. That's it.
Well, that's pretty good.
But you,
Yeah, my cars was all right, but
what do you mean?
yeah, we had
Yours
some.
are insane.
But
Where's
wouldn't
yours?
you agree that every year it seems that the cars just keep getting better and better?
No, they keep on getting skinnier and skinnier.
Yeah, lighter and lighter.
Where is yours? Did you bring yours?
I did bring mine. It's over there. All right, we have the next 2 cars up in the next race coming here. We have Dynamite versus the Banana Slug, I believe. Based on the name, you would expect that the Dynamite car would win, but we'll see how things turn out when they actually race.
Banana Slug versus Dynamite. 3, 2, 1.
So do we have a verdict on who pulled out the win? All right. So the Banana Slug won this round. Congratulations, Builder.
But it was still very close. Where is it, like,
So Nathan McComb, you're taking AbTech at the moment here?
No.
I'm thinking,
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Huey.
they say it's a PA and PE is not.
All right. So I have Nathan McComb here with me. Nathan, what do you think about this?
I think this is pretty epic.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like that Banana Slug car.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I didn't get a good look at it.
It was a big win. It was a big win.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, no, this is exciting that we have something like this at RAA. And I was saying earlier, it's just every year the cars seem to get lighter and faster and better because classes are learning from each other and not making the same mistakes that their predecessors did. Yeah.
Yeah, very true.
Cool. Thank you for coming over here and talking with me. Would one of the racers want to come over here and talk with me? Okay, very cool, Ryan. So we have the designer and builder of the Banana Slug here, Ryan. You want to tell us a little bit about about your car and what went into making it?
I just thought, well, I like animals, so I just thought of it as a joke, making a slow animal. So the first thing I thought of was a snail, and a slug. So I picked the lighter one, which is the slug, because the snail has a shell and the slug doesn't.
Very cool. Thank you so much for coming over here and talking with us. Next race coming up. Who won that one, Coach? All right. So strawberry. All right, we have the strawberry won this last race, and that was built by Faith. Yeah, a good race to watch. We're just waiting to get set up for our next race here. It always takes a couple of moments. So since these cars are propelled by the CO2 cartridges, they have to be the old cars have to be taken off of the runway, then or the racetrack, I guess. Then the new cars have to be put in with new CO2 cartridges. All right, we have the raindrop in one lane, and who's the other person? All right, we have the cross versus the raindrop. I would love to talk to one of the contestants here. Does either one of the contestants want to come over here and talk with me? Oh, she's timing her car? Okay. All right, we'll interview her after her race. Wow, those cars were quick. That was close. Gerald, what did you observe in that last one? Gerald. He had a much better view of the racetrack than I did. What did you observe in that last one?
So on the blue car, apparently.
The raindrop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the blue car apparently had a better startup than the car on the left, but as the race kept on going, the left one had more acceleration. So in the end, the left one beat it.
Oh, thank you for the insight. Lauren, right? Yeah. Very cool. So how was that last race? Did it work how you hoped it would, or tell us?
I think it accelerated pretty well, but it obviously didn't win.
Yeah.
It was okay though.
I'm sorry to hear that, but your car did well. That was a very close race and fun to watch.
Thanks.
Yeah. So can I ask what went into building that car, and what were your thoughts?
I sort of had it in my mind, and I sort of when I drew it on paper, it was a little different than I wanted, but I liked the design anyway, so it was okay. And then one of my friends was like, hey, it looks like a cross, so I just decided to go with like the cavalry car.
Very cool. The cavalry car. I love the name too. Yeah. Did you just race? Very cool. What's your name? Juliana. All right. I have Juliana here with me. Juliana, you just won, correct? Very cool. So, Juliana, do you want to tell us a little bit about your car?
Well, I just looked to make it aerodynamic, so I made the front of it like a raindrop shape.
Very cool. And the car is named the Raindrop, correct? Yeah. Fitting name. All right. So, I guess we have another race coming up. We have a lot of viewers here in the Redlands Academy gym. Quite a few different classes have come to watch these cars race. So,
Okay, so we have Skyla and the cheese.
all right, we have the cheese car in the left lane. The dusk. All right, we have the cheese car versus the dusk. The cheese car will be racing in the left lane. Well, I guess it depends how you look at it. 2. Woo! That was a good race. All right, the dusk car won. Can we have the champion come over here? All right, the champion way. Hey, I'm here with
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, and your car was.
The dusk.
Oh, so you made the dusk. Very cool.
Yeah.
And you want to tell us a little bit about what went into the car and what were your design thoughts and.
It was mostly into the paint job, not really in much of the car, but the paint job took a while, so.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you so much. Did you just race? Yeah. Very cool. I'm with
Skyla?
Skyla, and Skyla, I guess a little bit disappointed.
Not really.
Not really.
I kind of expected it to lose, but it ended up faster than I expected it to be.
But your car really was more about design, wasn't it?
Yeah, at first it was just going to be a block of wood, but then I decided to make it. Coach Hilbert added the holes and stuff, so it ended up a lot more cool.
Yeah, it looked like a cheese block. Yeah. Well, cool design idea. Very original.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Designed with Ryan Hill had the idea. What we're going to do, we're going to put.
Sounds like we have a bit of a special race coming up here.
Lego guys are going to be okay. They said they're going to be off.
We have one car on the racetrack that's a little bit unconventional. And there's, excuse me, actually a couple of Lego guys sitting inside. One of the race car drivers, one of the Lego race car drivers just fell out of the car. It sounds like he's okay, and he'll be ready to race in just a couple more seconds here. So coach is taking a poll for the predictions at this moment. And it sounds like the class has predicted that the car with the Lego race car drivers will be the winner. We'll see if they even make it to the finish line without falling out. Yeah. So the contestants are the pencil and. All right, we have the pencil and the Ferrari lined up here for our next race. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so it sounds like the pencil won, huh? The pencil beat the Ferrari, although the Ferrari had two very real race car, Lego race car drivers, but couldn't pull out the win. All right. Well, we're just getting ready for our next race. Coach, how far would you say through are we? We're about a third of the way through. We've had some very exciting races here in the Redlands Academy gym. It's just been fun to watch. We had a very unconventional car just this last round, the Ferrari with the 2 Lego figures, but unfortunately they fortunately for the winner, the pencil. But I think some of the most exciting or the fastest cars are still to come. Today we have some racers who put a lot of work into their car and have really been working on the weight, getting the weight as low as possible. And with these races here, it seems like the cars that have the least amount of weight are normally the winners. But I know that some students really focused on the design, and we'll see if some of if they will be able to. Yeah. All right. So we are moving on to some of the more faster cars. So if you thought these last couple of races were pretty quick, I think it's only going to get faster from here. Should be pretty exciting. Luke, you're up next. Oh. So what are the different cars, Coach? Okay. On the yellow side, I'm guessing that's referring to the cones. We have a very aerodynamic car, or a particularly aerodynamic car, built by Sydney Smith. Coach, who do we have on the other side? And on the other side, we have Drew, and his car is the Horizon. All right, we're clearing the track, making sure that no one or anything is in the way, and we should get underway with the next race in a moment. Horizon versus the Arrow, and this should be one of the fastest races we've had yet. 2, 1. Wow, that was quick. All right, who won? Who built it? Oh, okay. Come over here. So I have Andrew over here with me, and you built the Horizon? Very cool. You want to tell us a little bit about your car?
So I built it, and first of all, I was trying to make it like the back part where the cartridge is. I was trying to make it thinner, but it took so long. and I asked Coach Wilbur to make it into a circle, and then he did that, and then I sanded the entire thing, and I made it smooth. I did the primer. I sanded off most of the primer so that there's just enough that it would stick, that the paint would stick. And I painted it, and then, yeah, that's how it is now.
Very cool. And you're happy with the results?
Yep,
And you're thinking you're going to make it far in this competition?
probably.
Very, very good. And do you know how much your car weighs?
61.6, I think.
Wow. Okay, so to put that in perspective, some of our heavier cars were right around 100 grams. So you're 40 grams lighter, which is a lot than some of the slower cars in this race.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, that's impressive. I'll be excited to see how your car does continuing on in the competition. Thanks so much for coming over here. While just getting the car set up on the racetrack here. Brady, do you have a car? Racing? Do you have a car racing? No. Very cool. You're fifth grade? No. Very cool. All right, so it sounds like we got the fifth grade class in the house here to watch in anticipation that they will be building their own cars in 2 short years. Four, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Those cars were quick. It's so close that we're actually not sure who won. We're waiting for a clarification from the crew at the end of the racetrack who are keeping an eye on that for us. So who won? Luke. All right, so sounds like Luke Horner won that race. And we'll see if we can get him over here in a moment. If we can get him to tell us a little bit about his car. Luke. Congratulations on your win, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I got lucky. Barely. Took away with it, yeah.
Very cool. And your car turned out the way you hoped?
Yep, at first it was very heavy and wasn't to my expectations. Then I cut a lot of weight off and I'm very happy with it.
Very cool. And you're looking to go far in this tournament?
Not actually, no, just for fun, but it'd be cool if it could go pretty far.
That would be cool. Yeah, no, it's definitely a car to watch. That was a very quick race.
Yeah, my heart was pumping.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much.
Alrighty.
It's always an exciting day here at RAA when we have these races. Just a whole bunch of grades coming through, even at lunch or whenever, and they just peek in and to watch just for a little bit. And for a lot of students, they're filled with the wonder, I know I was, of that someday they're going to get to build their own car. And for some of the students who've already built their cars, it's cool to see, and they think back on that they made their own only a couple years ago. So we have a bomb arrow versus a what? All right. My apologies. I'm not sure if I got the names correct, but we got some kind of a bomb arrow versus a Smita car, but I can describe them for you. One is gold and white, and one is black and red. And they seem to be evenly matched. If you go over there and you look, they look similar. I mean, obviously the paint job, but I think this should be a very good race. All right. Before our next race, I'm joined here with.
And Holoviak.
Very cool. And you were a racer once upon a time yourself, huh?
Mm-hmm. Didn't go so well for me, though.
All right. Wait 1 second. Whoa, that was fast. Yeah. But it's fun to watch, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is very fun to watch.
Yeah. No, it's a great. So many cool cars. It's a great day here, watching these cars race. So you're here because
we don't have PE today, and I saw this was on YouTube, so I'm like, hey, I'm going to watch this.
Very cool.
So why not?
That's the right decision. Oh, yeah, I guess we have quite a few upperclassmen here just watching and cheering on the different cars.
Has any of them raced you?
No, none of the cars has raced mine, although the cars this year, there are some cars that are very light, and they're so good. I'm not sure I'd stand a chance. I did well back in my day. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
Did you just win? Yeah. Very cool. You want to tell, so your name is?
The bomb arrow, I guess.
Okay, the bomb arrow. And, but your name?
Savannah.
Savannah. And do you want to tell us a little bit about your car, what went into it?
A lot of work and a lot of sanding and making sure, like, it was as slim as it could be. And, yeah, I was hopeful that mine would at least win one race.
Yeah, and it did. So you're hopeful for the next race, too?
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
Awesome, awesome. Well, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
All right. So it sounds like we're getting our next race lined up here. All right, we got Monkey Business versus the Purple Dragon. Monkey Business is racing on the yellow side, I believe. Wow, that was close. Who won? We're going to video. We're going to slow motion because that was a very close race. All right, the Purple Dragon. Sounds like the Purple Dragon pulled out the win. But once again, a very, very close race. Did you just win? Yes. Awesome. All right. So I'm joined here with?
Sydney Van Zandt.
And you just won. A very, very close race. Exciting to watch. Tell us about your car.
My car, I don't have a name for it, but it's based off of one of my favorite characters from a show. So yeah.
Awesome. And you were really working on aerodynamics?
I didn't really take that into mind. I just kind of made it, and it worked out, I guess.
Awesome. You just kind of won. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on your win. All right, so we got a banana car called, well, it's yellow, so they call it banana, but it's the Potassinator versus, who's the Potassinator versing? All right, so we have the Potassinator versus Tigger the Tiger. Man, that's a tongue twister. And this should be a fun race to watch. So we got some 8th graders in the house, top of the junior high, and they're here looking at the cars, seeing what, since they just did this last year. We got Tigger the Tiger. All right, Potassinator is racing on the yellow side versus Tigger the Tiger. Whoa, close race once again. All right, so the Potassinator did pull out the win. I love that name. That is a great name, the Potassinator. All right. We have Alex. Alex, and you made the Potassinator.
Yep.
What a cool car. What a cool name. And you must be so happy.
Kind of.
Yeah?
I was a little nervous too.
Sure. So you're excited to move forward. You're looking to trying to go for gold. You're trying to win the competition, or?
No, not really. I'm just kind of trying to have fun.
Awesome. I guess that's what it's all about. Yeah. And what did you think about when you were making your car?
To make it as light as possible.
Smart.
Like a style.
Very smart. Do you know how light your car was in the end?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. Well, it looked pretty light. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming over here and talking with me, and good luck.
Yeah.
So I'm still in. Okay. All right, we got our next race coming up here. Hey, I'm here with Noah Gatling. You here just watching?
Yeah.
Awesome. How'd you do last year?
I think I got 5th.
5th. That's impressive. Yeah. But these cars are pretty cool, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, especially that ice cream cone one. I like that one. It looks really cool.
That's right. We had that one earlier. Coach, who do we have racing? All right, we have Carter and Andrew racing one another. Oh, we have Mr. Griffith in the house. But I think he's a little busy. I don't know where Mr. Perkins is. I was trying to get Mr. Griffith to talk to me, but he's just looking for Mr. Perkins. Man. Huh? Yeah, the monitor's over there. So both cars are aerodynamic, but Coach thinks that Carter's car is a little bit lighter. Wow. What a race. What happened there? So the win did go to Carter. And chances are it's because of the weight. And weight just makes a big difference in these races. If you can get your weight low, chances are you're going to make it far. We'll see if we can get Carter over here to talk to us. Carter! So I am joined here with
Carter Lichty.
Awesome. And
The
Carter,
Golden Nugget.
The Golden Nugget.
Yes.
And you just won, right?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. Well, so happy for you. Congratulations. Did your
you.
car turn out how you wanted it?
I believe so. First it started out with rough edges, so I had to sand them down a little bit, and I think that helped me with the aerodynamics.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I love the paint job and everything.
Awesome. Well, all of the cars look really good this year.
Yes.
Are you hoping to make it really far in the competition?
Yes, I hope I do make it at least top 10.
Top 10.
Yes.
10. That's where Carter wants to be. Well, I think you should be able to do that.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so much.
Testing, Mike.
Sorry. All right, so I just heard that I need to put the mic a little bit closer to my mouth. I'm sorry, guys, if you couldn't hear me too well. So we have two cars racing now. Who's
He raced, the plastic car didn't count towards the race.
Shane and Luke? All right, we have Shane and Luke, and it sounds like if Shane loses this race, he will be, unfortunately, he will be out. So definitely got something to prove here, and well,
Yours hasn't lost?
let's see how this goes.
You sure? All right, well, someone's going to lose this time. Here we go.
Oh, you want to get to green?
Okay, my bad. Okay, here we go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, roll that car back. I need to put a new cartridge in.
How that race was supposed to go. has some technical
Okay, if you
difficulties.
don't have the, oh man, Shane won again. Okay, so if you don't have a new cartridge, it doesn't go fast. I'll take notes of that.
Shane.
No, he didn't win.
I know.
Okay, so are you guys
So
holding
Shane,
that track
your
down? You gotta
that
kinda line
last
it up,
race
hold it
was
down.
kind of there were something
was
went
a little
wrong,
bit of a
but
fluke there.
you're hopeful. What are you thinking about this next race?
I think I'm gonna lose, but I've won 2 games so far. But I think I'm gonna lose this one because his is much lighter than mine. So yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Well, best of
Take
luck,
2.
and
here we go.
we'll see.
5, 4. If you guys are here, make sure you're not bumping into each other. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa,
Wow.
that's a heavier car, I think.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that was one of our. So that's Luke's car that just won, right?
Luke Corner.
Yeah,
Yep.
Luke Corner. His car is light. I mean, Shane's car was, well, won 2 races, but up against Luke, I mean, yeah, wow. I think he might, at this point, he might have the car to beat.
All right, can you give me Kavin's car, the yellow one, and the... Okay, we're gonna show you some speed now. We've got David in the yellow lane. And Kavin's Raptor in the blue lane.
Coach just informed us that this race is going to be full of speed. This race, some of the racers are saying it's going to be legendary. I know both cars look, so much work and time was put into them. I mean, just well-built cars. Pretty awesome. I would say there's, I mean,
Wait, so Coach, I won against Joey, and then this one, so I'm in the
yeah,
lead
there's
for a while.
Well, you gotta keep
4
winning.
cars
Stay
that are
in.
under 50
Pretty soon you're gonna be
grams
racing really fast
here.
cars like this. So-
And both of these cars are under 50 grams. The rest of them are all over, ranging all the way up to 107 grams.
Okay, we need to make sure you guys hold that finish line down. I'm gonna pull on the strings hard, so be ready. Okay. Okay, these are some pretty fast cars, so watch out.
All right, I think this
Okay,
might be a
so
very.
Kaveen, what's your car's name?
It might be very hard to tell who the winner was.
Okay, so
very
here we go. In the blue lane, we got the Raptor, and in the yellow lane is the car. Okay, I guess.
All right,
We'll see what
in the
that
blue
ends up
lane
like.
we have the
Okay, here we
Raptor,
go.
and in the yellow lane we have the car. Like I said, should be one of the fastest races all day.
Okay, these are finely tuned machines. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, that was fast. I mean, so at the end of the racetrack we have some pillows that slow down the cars, and normally you hear like thud thud, and you have the winner coming in first, that first initial thud, and then the loser, you have the second thud. But on this last race, it was just one thud. It wasn't, you couldn't hear like that boom boom. It was just thud. I think that's going to be a very hard. That's going to be a very close call call, and the whole class seems to be huddled around.
Kevin. Oh,
And
man.
it sounds like
Close.
Who won?
Kavim.
So Kavim won that last race by a hair.
How many of those 2 cars right there?
All right, and we got these are the lightest cars in the race, right?
These are the lightest 2 cars right
Are
now.
these are the light? So this next race will be the lightest 2 cars
Yay.
in the entire
All
7th
right,
grade
we got
class.
a Wheelie Meister
this,
versus
past year.
these next 2 cars are the lightest 2 cars in the class.
All right, so these next 2 are the lightest in the class. Should be a very fun race to watch. Should be very fast. All right, I am joined here with.
Me. Kaveen.
Are you happy with how this all turned out?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Awesome. And so you're moving on to the next round. Your car was fast.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, but won barely, right?
Yeah.
Well,
kind of
best of luck and
observation.
congratulations on your win.
It looks like
And we'll be watching out for you and your car
JC's car
in the
is
later
sort of
rounds for
pulling
sure.
a wheelie even before it starts. So we'll see if the thrust of the cartridge will keep the wheels on the ground.
So, entire class, or not the entire, but a large portion of the class are all just lined up at the end of the racetrack, just in anticipation for this next race. Since we do have the lightest 2 cars of the class racing, and it's going to be hard to tell who won. I think we have several phones out with slow motion recordings, so that they will be able to tell who won, because you might not even be able to tell just by looking at it.
These cars are literally within 2 grams.
These
of each
cars
other.
are literally within 2 grams of each other.
We talk about Lucas Mamiar. Both of these cars are lighter than his car. Oh man, that's a hard one to talk about.
That's a little bit emotional for me, but
here we
both of
go.
these cars are
We're
lighter than
pushing
mine,
the edge.
and mine
Hopefully
was
these guys
the
don't break
best
their cars.
here at RAA for a while.
Everything's lined up. Here we go. 5, 4,
3,
2, 1.
Wow. Once again.
Woo,
Who won?
That was a ripper.
Who won?
Owen. The heavier car.
All right, so I guess
So,
in this
but
case,
had a little bit of a
the
thing with
heavier
that
car
balance of the wheels.
did win.
The car with the wheelie didn't quite go as fast.
Wow. But as we see these cars just rolling back here, I mean, they
This
are
cartridge is back, so it
so
makes the
slim.
car with the wheelie kind of.
Awesome. Let's see if we're over here. All right, I am joined here with
Owen.
Owen, and you must be so excited.
Oh, yes, I am. Yeah. I'm surprised. Yeah.
Well, you put a lot of work in your car, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. A lot.
You want to tell us a little bit of what went into your car? What was your idea with the design?
Yeah, I just wanted it light as possible because light is what wins the race. So that's what I wanted to get, and I think I achieved that today.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, are you confident that you'll be able to take it all the way to be the champion of this year's cars?
You know, JC, his car was my biggest rival, so I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% confident though. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you have the car to beat, and congratulations to you. Much for coming over to here to talk with me. Yeah, that was a fun race to watch, especially in these later rounds here with the cars just being so fast. It's really entertaining to watch.
Hey, Dennis, I bumped this. Sorry. Oh, what's that?
one of the cameras, I guess, got bumped, and so we're setting that back up so that you guys and then we have 2 more cars getting ready to line up here.
I'm gonna have to get a break here.
Coach, who are our 2 contestants?
We have Katarina.
We have Katarina
Dynamite car.
in the Dynamite car.
Green and supersonic tie-dye.
All right, we got Dynamite versus Supersonic Tie-Dye. Supersonic Tie-Dye will be racing on the yellow side, and Dynamite will be on the blue side. Should be a good race to watch. These cars are not quite as light as the last couple of races that we've seen, but should definitely still be entertaining.
Are these winners down here?
Don't worry about it, okay?
Let's see if we can get the class to give us a little bit of a poll on who they think will win this next race.
Hey guys, who do you think win this next race?
This one.
So we're
the gauntlet.
okay. Some people were calling it Dynamite or Dynamite. All right. So it sounds like the class favorite at this point in time is Dynamite. Yeah. Coach is working hard to get those cars hooked up, ready to roll as quickly as possible.
Okay, in the blue lane, we've got the Dynamite car. In the yellow lane, this is okay, here we go.
All right, we have blue lane,
4,
Dynamite car,
3,
yellow lane, Supersonic
2,
Tie-Dye.
1.
Ooh.
Woo.
Although I would say that race was
Okay, so that
relatively
was
close
Elimination
compared
Race
to some of the races we've seen lately. Not as close. And I'm pretty sure that
Dynamite. Yep.
Dynamite
Okay.
pulled out the win on that
Thanks,
last one.
Josiah. Okay, guys, we need you to kind of stay with the race here. Okay, this is an elimination race.
All right, we have an elimination race coming up here. Looks like the cheese car or the cheese blocker is getting lined up here. And that does mean that the loser of this race will not go on. Because at some point, although this has been fun, we need a winner. Who is the cheese versus Dynamite?
No, versus. Yeah, what's the name of it? The shoe.
All right. So we have the cheese car versus the shoe. I'm not sure we've had the shoe race yet today, so it should be a good race. Not sure what to expect. Who built the shoe?
Jared.
Oh, I'm sorry. I still have to. So I'm joined here with
Jaren.
and you built the shoe. Why the shoe, and how'd you come up with the name and the idea for this car?
It's like the shape of it is like based off a shoe, and I based the colors off my shoe.
Awesome. And you thinking you're gonna win? What are your predictions?
If I lose this one, I'm eliminated, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose because my car is really heavy, and yeah, I'm just here for the fun.
Awesome. Yeah, I guess we all are. But thanks so much for coming over here and talking with me, and best of luck to you.
Okay, Drew, you're gonna have to turn that in. Don't ruin it. Okay, this is an elimination race. The loser.
We have the cheese car versus the shoe in an elimination race.
Okay, here we go. Five, four, three, two, one.
Wow.
Okay, so the cheese won. Skyla Wilson.
So the cheese car won.
Cheese stays alive.
And well, it was a good race, fun to watch, and that means that the shoe will be going home at this point. But on the upside, the cheese car gets to move on to the next round.
Okay, can one of you guys put this on Kareem's socks? Leave the cartridge in though. She's eliminated. The shoe is still racing actually.
Oh, I thought the shoe was the one.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys, don't push on the cart. I've got cars under there.
We have. This is the ice cream cone coming up, right?
This is the ice cream cone.
All right, we have the ice cream cone getting lined up. And who built that car?
This was built by Grace. Hey,
Grace. Have I talked to Grace yet?
Grace, can you come and talk to Lucas about your ice cream car?
Because this car definitely has an interesting design. The ice cream car, I mean, I guess we know what it's modeled after, but let's see if she wants to come over here and talk. It's fine if she doesn't. But definitely a cool car. Cool idea. And you can just see how the different people here in the class took different approaches to this race. Some people really focused on the design aspect of things. They wanted their car to look like something cooler, something in particular. And other people were really just focused on getting the most aerodynamic, with the least amount of weight possible, so that trying to hopefully win.
Pulling the pencil back out of the box here.
And then there were some people who tried to, their main goal was design, but definitely tried to still make their car competitive. And I think both of the cars that we have racing here, both the pencil and the ice cream cone, both of those cars are probably more focused on design, but definitely very capable on the racetrack.
Okay, we got pencils and ice cream.
Pencils and ice cream.
Jane versus Grace. Okay, this is an elimination race.
It's an elimination race. We have ice cream on the yellow cone side and pencil on the blue cone side.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, looks like something went wrong there. We only had one car
Some ice cream. Okay, let's do that one over again.
that shot off and actually launched. So we're going to have to redo that race.
Okay, guys, this is why we had a problem with that. You have to hold the finish line down. You have to hold it down. If you don't do anything, it can make the strings not very tight. So.
Well, these things do happen. Obviously,
Okay, we're gonna do
not
a redo
perfect,
on that
but
one.
I guess we're just gonna put 2 new CO2 cartridges in the car, and hopefully we'll be able to redo that race and get a winner.
Okay, guys, here we go.
We go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The ice cream cone pulled out the win. I mean,
And it looks like Shane is going back to the drawing
the
board.
pencil was a great car. It looked cool, but fortunately, sounds like the pencil is eliminated. But the ice cream cone is moving on.
On top of it.
Good job,
Not right now. I'm gonna trade it.
Benson, are you still in? Yeah. Very cool.
Okay. All right. I'll put it over here for that race. Okay.
Like the class has spoken, and they want to see the ice cream car versus the cheese. And Coach now put those 2 cars aside, and we'll see if we get to that later. Going food versus food, but this next race we have coming up here. We have one racer, that's for sure. Who's that racer over there?
Okay, we're gonna bust the Banana Slug out here.
All right, got the Banana Slug, and the Banana Slug is racing in the blue lane, right?
Yellow lane.
Yellow lane. Okay, so we have the Banana Slug in the yellow lane, and who do we have in the blue lane?
Matea.
We have Matea in the blue lane, and what was yours called again? Oh yeah, wait. What was Matea's called?
Matea. What's that? Oh.
All right, we have Nameless Car. Nameless Car.
The Yellow Flyer.
Oh, okay, we have a name now. The Yellow Flyer versus the Banana Slug, coming up here in a moment.
Yo, David, are you filming on my phone?
Should be a good race to watch. I know a couple people have their phones out for slow motion just in case. It turns out to be really close, and you have to go to video footage to see who won.
Okay, hold the track tight, guys. Okay, we've got in the yellow lane the Banana Slug. In the blue lane we have Matea's Yellow
Flyer, I said.
Yellow Flyer. Okay, here we go.
Right, we have the Yellow Slug versus the Yellow Flyer.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh,
Woo.
close race. Who won that one?
Okay, that went to the Banana Slug.
All right, I'm sorry. I think
Oh, the Yellow Flyer?
All right. So yellow
Okay,
flyer
hey guys,
won
is
that
there
race.
this one? You
Beating
lost this time, but you won before. Right?
the
so you aren't eliminated.
Banana
But
Slug.
okay, so Matea stays alive. Yeah.
Awesome,
okay, why don't
awesome.
both of you guys go
I'm
over and talk to
here with.
Lucas?
Matea Brooks.
Awesome. And you just won. Awesome. And what went into your car? What were you thinking when you were making it?
Well, I kind of wanted to get the assignment done. It was fun though.
Cool. And now you won, so congratulations. What are you thinking? Anticipating? How far do you think you'll make it?
Might be able to win like one more, but other than that, I don't think I'm gonna get that far.
Yeah. Well, but we'll see. And best of luck to you. Thanks so much for coming over here and talking with me.
Hey, we got Juliana.
What's Juliana's called? All right, we got. So Juliana versus Joey? Josiah. Okay, we have Juliana versus Josiah. And who's racing in what lane? We have Josiah in the blue lane and Juliana in the yellow lane. Should be a good race. I think one of the cars seems to be quite a bit lighter, but can be deceiving. So we'll see how this race goes.
Okay, guys, we got Josiah. In the blue lane.
The crowd has figured out where the good spot is to watch. They're all sitting up on the stage. I'm just looking down at the racetrack, and I guess they can sit that way with a really good view.
Oh, that's a good idea. You can have class.
Owen's got the design, and I'm just willing to sand. Even though I could have sanded my car much more.
Okay, here we go. We got the Pink Panther in the blue lane.
All right, so in the blue lane, the car has a name now, Pink Panther. And
Juliana's, what's her car's name?
in the yellow lane, we have
right.
Juliana's
The blue Splattermobile. Here we go.
blue Splattermobile. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Well, let's see if we can get even one of the contestants to come over here and talk with me.
Okay. Can we have Juliana to help Josiah over to come talk to Lucas?
Sounds like Josiah is gonna come over here. All right, he's on his way.
Okay, so
His car. I'll be interested to hear what went into making his car, because it was interesting and definitely very cool looking. Both of them were. I really liked the paint job on Juliana's, but I think Josiah, right? Josiah, yeah, your car is pretty cool. You want to come over here a little bit? Awesome, perfect. Well, tell us a little bit about your car and what went into making it.
Well, I wanted to put a hollow in the middle, like through the side, and then I wanted to make the slope like gentle and not steep, so that there would be more aerodynamics.
Juliana has only lost
Awesome, and it seems like that's been paying off for you.
Yeah.
Was this your first race so far? Second race. And won both of them? Oh, okay, yeah. sorry to hear that, but you're still moving on, right? Awesome. Well, congratulations on your win, and best of luck to you.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna run the strawberry versus the ice cube here.
All right, we have
Actually,
strawberry
Splattermobile, whatever you want to call
or
it. Juliana
versus the Splattermobile or Ice Cube.
Here we go. We're gonna go. 5.
And Splattermobile. Strawberry is racing in the blue lane, and the Ice Cube or Splattermobile, whatever you want to call it, Juliana's car in the yellow lane.
3, 2, 1. Whoa. Okay, so Juliana is eliminated.
All right, so it sounds like Juliana is eliminated.
That means the strawberry stays alive.
So the strawberry is still moving on and is still in the competition. At this point, all of the races are elimination. So if you lose,
Here we go. We're gonna have
sadly,
Lauren.
you're out.
Lauren, you went in this lane before, didn't you? Did you go on this side? Okay, I'm gonna switch you. All right, here we go. We got Maida. Can you put this on Juliana's box? Hey guys, can you put this on Juliana's box? Thank you. Okay, and Lauren's car didn't lose yet, right? Or it lost one, so. Okay, yeah.
Getting our late race lined up here.
Yeah. Okay, so is Maida, is she here? So did Maida's car win or lose? I think so. Maida's car has lost one, and this is an elimination race. She raced Savannah, I think, and lost.
Oh wait, did you time it then? All right, so we have another elimination race coming up
an
here.
Elimination race.
And we have
The winner stays on.
who's racing?
In the blue lane we have Maida.
In the
yellow lane is Lauren.
All right, we have Lauren in the yellow lane, and in the blue lane we have Maida.
Oh. Okay, here we go. In the blue lane is Maida. Yellow lane is Jesus Cross with Lauren's car. This is like the sportsmanship match. Here we go.
All right.
5,
4,
4,
3,
2, 1.
Oh.
Whoa, Jesus loves you on that one.
All right, so the cross won?
The cross lost.
Ah. So in this case, the cross lost. But it was a good race, fun to watch.
Okay, this one needs to go into her box. All right, we're just gonna try something out here. Okay, Carter's car kind of went crooked a little bit, so let's watch out for it, Maida. Okay, Carter's up. He's gonna go here.
We have Maida versus Carter.
Maida.
And Carter.
Carter is on the yellow side.
All right. So Carter is on the yellow side of this race, and Maida is on the blue side of this race.
Okay, here we go.
Should be a good race to watch. We observed that last time Carter raced, his car went a little bit crooked. But we'll see if that happens again, or if that was something else, or if that's maybe a small design flaw or something.
It's 2:44, so we're about out of time here.
So it does sound like we're getting
Okay,
near
here we
to the
go.
end of our
Carter's on the
races.
yellow side. Maida's on the blue. That's it. Here we go. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa.
And
Yep,
Carter won that last race. On the yellow side. Fun race to watch. Quick. Carter's car is pretty light. Both of them are light and well made. Carter, you won.
Yes, I did win for the second time.
Second time. So you're undefeated. That must be exciting.
Yes, very exciting.
Awesome. And your car is doing exactly what you hoped. Wasn't it going crooked for a little bit, or?
The first race, I believe it went a little crooked. I don't know what happened there.
But fixed. It's working just fine. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming over here. I guess at this point, in the competition, a lot of the racers have already won, and we've already talked with them.
Okay, guys, so. Okay, timeout. Okay, all of you guys in Aptech, if you can walk around over here real quick. I'm gonna have to make a call here, so. Everyone come over and sit down on the white line right here.
All right.
We're sitting down. Come over and sit down, please. We gotta talk. We're out of time. Class is over, but we need to make a decision right here.
So it sounds like we are out of time and the class is over. So
I'm gonna check.
we're gonna have a little bit of a post-race conference here. Coach is gonna be leading out. All right, timeout, everybody.
sort of, where I'm going to take probably the fastest cars, and I'm going to have them race. I'm going to put them up against each other, so it's going to be like all the fastest cars. And then what I'm going to do, we won't be able to live stream it like we're doing today, but when we come back and we have AppTech, like next week, we'll do more races where we'll go and we'll have, if you think your car is faster than these guys, we'll have you race them, okay? And if you want to prove, then it'll just be like a fun day where we'll do more racing, okay? That way, we can, your parents are literally out there, like say 15 minutes or they drive the day and pick you up. So, couple things. This probably would take us about an hour to finish all of, like you've been doing it. Okay?
How big is your class? I don't remember doing it this much.
Make sure you turn that paper into me before you leave today. Okay? Just put it in the red box there as you go out the door. And leave all of your cars here. Okay? I'm going to carefully look, see where all the cars are on the grid, and I'll keep track of them and take care of them. Okay. Okay, we're going to do lots of more racing in the next class where you can say, I want to race my friend, and we'll do lots of those. Okay?
So in the interest of time, what we're going to end up doing here is, because the school day is almost over and a lot of the kids here, 7th graders, need to go home, Coach Wilbur is making a decision, and he's helped build all of these cars, and he's going to have what he thinks are the fastest cars race up against each other for the live stream here. And then the next class period, the kids can challenge that decision, and they can say, I think my car might actually be able to beat whoever turns out to be the winner here, and that's how this is going to work here, just because of time constraints. All right. So it sounds like we're going to have around 5 more races here, with the top cars in the class, according to Coach Wilbur. All right. We're getting ready to get underway here with beginning our series of final races. Should be good. These are the fastest cars, so they should be entertaining. I think for a lot of these, we will need video to figure out who won. Wow. Fast race. But looks like Owen won that one. And like I said earlier on here, it seems his car is the car to beat. And yeah, I mean, just a well-built car. But both of these cars were well-built, very light. I think both were under 50 grams, which is impressive. I think for most of the years here, RA you were lucky one car under 50 grams, but this year they've had, 4 cars under 50 grams. I mean, that's just very impressive. You can tell that the kids just put a lot of time into them, sanding them, and getting to them to that weight. It's pretty cool that this whole live stream thing is working out. I guess this is the first time in RAA history that these races have been put on the internet like this. And I think in a large part due to COVID that the media team here learned how to do all of this, and so that this is something that we can put on here at RAA. It's pretty awesome. Who do we have up next, Coach?
Kaveen in the yellow lane.
All right, up next we have, once again, some of our fastest racers here. In the blue lane, we have JC, and in the yellow lane, we have Kaveen. 3, 2, 1.
Reset.
Reset.
Making sure they're all in there real good.
We don't.
Okay, here we
All
go.
right.
5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Wow, what a race. Very close, very fast.
JC took that one.
And it sounds like JC took that one.
Okay, so Kaveen, whoops, can you guys help roll him over? Thank you.
Why did Carter go like haywire? Coaches don't ask. Carter. We need to do Owen versus Switch.
All right, so sounds like Carter just timed that last race. So
this is what we're gonna do.
what was the time?
1.17.
All right, and that's how long it took the car to get from basically one end of the basketball court to the other. Do you know what the ranges and times have been? Like, what have you recorded?
Well, for me, I got 1.24, so JC is definitely faster than all cars.
But it's interesting how small the increments are at this point between, some of the cars. Yeah. Well, thanks so much for that information.
Lost any races, right? Everyone else has lost a race. Who's only lost one race? Me. You've only lost one? Okay, so I'm gonna race you guys again. Can I go to the You've gone in the left lane both times already. Oh, okay. Right? So I'm gonna switch you guys, because you went first time, you were in the right lane. You were on the first time? Yeah. So we're gonna switch it back to that, okay? So
is this our championship race?
This is gonna be the championship race right here.
All right, and who do we have?
In the yellow lane is Owen.
All right. This is our championship. In the yellow lane, we have Owen. And I'm putting my if I would bet, I would bet on him. And who do we have in the left lane? See, that's right. We have JC in the left lane, Owen in the right lane, and this is our championship race. Both of the cars are extremely light. Both of these cars are extremely fast, and both of these cars have just really proven themselves all throughout the series of this competition. It all comes down to this, and one person will be our champion this year. I think it would be very smart, and I think some of them they're getting out the slow motion cameras because I think this is going to be very close, and These cars have not raced each other yet, so it might be really hard to tell who won.
Okay.
Okay,
this is the last one we're gonna do.
All right.
And then we'll talk about it in class.
It's our last race of the
Remember,
day here.
There's a lot of things about this that everyone did their best on their cars. I want you to remember all the fun times you had at the table, like talking to each other and sanding them, okay? So,
It all comes down to
this
this.
is kind of an example of all the things we talked about with the physics and things. It's happening right in front of you here. So these are the lightest 2 cars, and they're, we'll see how it goes. Here we go.
All right, here we go. It all comes down to this, everybody.
5,
For who's in what lane?
4, in the blue lane is JC.
JC in the blue lane, everybody.
In the yellow lane is Owen.
Owen in the yellow lane, everybody. All right, it all comes down to this.
Okay, I need you guys to hold the finish line. You need to hold it on the marks. Okay, I'm gonna pull it tight.
All right.
Okay, let's confirm that it's on the marks. Here we go, guys.
Racetrack is ready.
Okay,
The cars are ready for
5,
launch.
4,
3,
2, 1.
That race was close.
So, JC won and Owen had won.
So
We're gonna switch lanes.
it sounds like what we're gonna do is switch lanes and do this one more time.
Okay.
Because it was so
we're gonna
close.
leave it right there. We'll leave it at a tie for right now.
All right, so it turns out this was so close, and
Next class.
they're going to
Whoever
race
can
again
win
next
the
class,
spread
but
will get it.
there was no way to know if the lane had some kind of an impact on the outcome. So we're going to leave it at a tie here this year. Thank you so much for watching, thanks so much for joining the 7th graders here at RAA racing their cars.